Hey friends, Morgan Larson here with the Bliss real estate team. And being that we're out in Dorado County most of the time, I thought it'd be a great idea to talk about, as a home buyer, if you're wanting to buy rural, what do you need to consider? There's several things that are very different from suburbia. Some things that really shocked me when I moved here from suburban/urban land. So let's get right to it, get into my list here. First of all, proximity to stores, hospitals, the freeway. It sounds so romantic to live really far off the beaten path, but please be aware that if it takes 30 minutes to get to the hospital or a clinic, it might not be the right fit for you, or you might need to pay a little bit more to live a little closer to town and yet still get that rural feel. TV and internet. Whew, this is a big one. It's one of the reasons I moved out of the way out there into town a little bit more, because I personally love Netflix. But you know what? You can't get it all that well in all the areas. Now, satellite internet has improved over the last decade, but it certainly is not the same as DSL. So do be aware when you buy a house what you're getting. All right, water. Is it on a well or do you have public water? Just something you got to be aware of because there are differences there. On a well, if you don't have electricity going to that well, you got no water to your house. Okay, so be aware of that. Sewer or septic. We don't have a whole lot of sewer out here, but we have a whole lot of septic. And this was the one that grossed me out. But yes, you get to have your own sewer system right in your yard. So make sure you know that it's there and how to take care of it. Otherwise, it can be a pretty poopy situation, pun intended. Trash. Most of us just need to bring our trash down to the street, but sometimes if you're on 5, 10, 20 acres, your street is quite a ways away. So make sure you know how to get your trash out to the street and what the scenario is and if that works for you, or do you need a golf cart? Property boundaries. Of course, if you're buying 5 or 10 acres, you're definitely going to want to know what the boundaries are. So either pay to get a survey, have the seller walk that boundary with you, but find out where those boundaries actually are so you don't accidentally build something in the wrong spot later on. It happens. Easements, same line. Find out if you know, or if they know, if anybody is allowed access through your property. Most of the time, utility companies are like PG&E, but sometimes because we have basically island-bound properties out here at times, those owners are allowed to cut through other properties to get to their property. So you want to know that before you purchase a property. Fire insurance, it has changed over the last few years and it is much more expensive. So if you're used to living in suburbia where it's $1,200 a year for your homeowner's insurance, don't be shocked if it's somewhere between $4,000 and $10,000 a year. You got to take that into consideration. And of course, understand that you are living in a high wildfire zone here in Dorado County and many other parts of Northern California. Last thing to think about is propane. So we do not have natural gas out here. They didn't pipe it out any further east than El Dorado Hills. So if you're out here, you got to be aware, is the house all electric or is it on propane? And if it's on propane, do you own that tank or do you lease it? There's very, very big difference between owning your tank and being able to shop around for your rates on the gas versus leasing it and being locked into a contract. So if you have questions about living rural, I love living rural and would love to answer those questions for you. So follow me at Morgan Larson Realtor on Instagram, or follow our YouTube station. And if you have questions, just reach out via email or phone. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.